Now, Afro-soul musician Loyiso Gijana has touched many hearts with his emotional song against femicide entitled Madoda Sabelani. It calls on men to stand together against gender-based violence and has become an instant hit with South African audiences praising the composition and, of course, Loyiso's vocals as well. Let's give you a listen.
Madoda Sabelani, Madoda Sabelani, Madoda Mandani, Iolengus, City Lengus, Madoda Sabelani, Madoda Sabelani.
Well, Loyiso joins us this morning via our Skype line. Good morning, Loyiso. Thanks so much for joining us this morning on the AM Report. I suppose the question around what inspired this song, take us through that.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. What inspired the song was just the frustration and the lack of response from men who are in South Africa and who are not speaking out about gender-based violence. And the main message here in the song is to cry out to all men and say, listen, our women are getting killed every day. There's women abuse. There's killings. So what are men doing? And it's an appeal to men to start standing up for women, to start having these conversations with other men, and realize that if we don't talk about it in our inner circles and in our friend group and in our families, then we're gonna take it out and do things that are not in our morale. So I feel like a lot of men need to start standing up and need to start speaking.
Well, an incredible message from you there, Loyiso. But as an artist, what do you draw on to produce a song like this?
It's basically just the way I feel and the emotions that come to me. I mean, last year I lost one of my close friends, Uyinene. She's part of the video. She's also part of the woman that passed away because of femicide or in the hands of a male. I mean, she was at a post office. She went to go get a package at the post office, and she got raped and killed, brutally killed. No one deserves that. No one deserves that in this world. And I feel like that triggered something in me, and it made me so emotional to the point where I needed to voice out and use my platform to speak about it, because it still hurts. It still hurts. And I really want this world to heal. I want South Africa to heal. There's a lot of healing that needs to happen.
I mean, I'm so sorry for your loss, and I think as a country as well, the murder of Uyinene was something that really sparked something different in our hearts and minds as we continue to fight gender-based violence. In terms of the kind of feedback that you're getting on social media, Loyiso, you know, young men that are following you and the things that they are saying, what are some of those comments, some of the feedback that you're getting?
The feedback has been amazing. Not to a point where I feel like a lot of men have said anything. I feel like there still needs to be improvement. I feel like we're starting somewhere, but I feel like there's a lot of men that need to come and speak and talk about this gender-based violence. I mean, after I released the song on Youth Day, I was put in a group full of people that are men, rather, that are against gender-based violence, and we have been having these conversations about how to talk to women, how to interact with women, how to talk to our friends to start respecting women. So I feel like there is a good response, and I feel like it's still growing, but I would still love more and more men to come together and stand up against this pandemic, as I call it.
Congratulations on the song, and certainly there is a message there that you, as the producer, as the artist of the song, would want young people to take away, and you'd want it to spark a different kind of conversation in our communities. What are some of those conversations? What do you want to be taken away from the song?
I feel like the most important thing is just understanding that a woman's body is not an object. A woman's body is not something that you can just decide one day that you want to exploit, you want to take advantage of because they have less physical power than you have. I feel like a lot of men need to understand that respecting a woman starts with how you speak to a woman. It starts with how you look at a woman. I mean, if you have degrading comments about a woman, talking about her physical appearance, about what she's wearing, or anything that could be offensive to a woman, I feel like it starts there, and then it gets to the killings of women, the raping of women. So I feel like we need to start having a conversation, to start talking to women in a way that's respectful, to start looking at women in a way that's respectful, and to our family members too, our uncles, our fathers. If we don't see a good example from our fathers and uncles, then we've broken. We are a broken society. So I feel like it starts at home. Once our uncles, our fathers, we see that they respect women, then that's where it starts. We need to learn from home.
Well, thanks very much for your time on the AM Report. Loyiso Gijana, touching so many hearts, and such an important message there from his new song entitled Madoda Sabelani, and that is a song against femicide. Some important messages there for all of our communities.